everybody, and welcome. I am here with Moist Weenus. Hey, Weenus.
Hi, friends. Hi, Swing. Thank you for having me.
Hello. Always a joy, for sure. So tonight, we are bringing you the finals for Division C West NGS. This is going to be Rush B versus Team Awesomesauce. And take two. So just real quick, to let everybody know what's going on with this match. So basically, the finals were played, but there was an off-roster sub for one of the teams. So the admins, rather than disqualifying anybody, gave the teams the option to just reschedule it and play the match again, using players that are on both teams' rosters. So that's where we're at right now. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that up front. So, that hopefully takes care of any questions anybody might have. And Bet None, thank you so much for the follow. That's awesome. So, Weenus.
Yes, ma'am.
We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for game number 1. That is the map choice for Team Awesomesauce.
Heck yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that Rush B decided that they wanted the first hero ban, first hero pick. It seems like that's important right now. There's a few heroes that really are first pick worthy, and the advantage that you get from getting that first hero sometimes, and for some teams and for some people, they view that as more important than picking the map. So I think they have Rush B has a plan in mind. They're going to first pick a hero that's going to get a lot of value for them, and they're going to kind of play around that. So
yeah,
I look forward to seeing their drafting strategy and what they pick first.
Definitely. So just real quick before we jump into the match, just wanted to talk about the journey that the teams have gone on to get to this point. So as you guys see, the winner of this match will be playing Married with Children in the grand finals. So this is a big time match. We're expecting both teams to bring the heat for sure. So we have Team Awesomesauce. They've gotten through Team Mapitas and then Guys Gems. And Rush B has defeated Arrogant Nephilim and then Massive Whiff to get here. So great job. Both teams. It's been a long season, but they've both been doing fantastic. They did face each other one time during the regular season. And when they did, it looked like this. So here are the heroes that were played. It did end up being Rush B dominating. But again, that was quite a while ago. A lot has changed since then. Both teams have done a lot of growing and, they obviously, in order to get to this point, they will be looking, Awesomesauce will be looking to turn the tables on Rush B from what happened in the regular season. And to do that, they might be looking at some of these heroes. Here are the favorite heroes for the players for both teams. I will mention that in the playoffs, Lunara has been a big a hero in contention for these two teams. So we'll definitely look to see that. And also Garrosh seems to be played quite a bit by both teams as well. So Lunara, I'm expecting to go pretty high in the drafts. So, getting back, let me check and see if we are ready. And we'll get started here. Hey, Aura, welcome. Massive Whiff, 100.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. That's awesome.
Oh, we got Crow Heroes in here. We got some Trade. We got some Massive Whiff. We have MMA Sniper 61. And it's time to get into this draft.
Yeah. Here we go. So, like Weenus was mentioning, Rush B wanted the first hero pick. So obviously, they've got some thoughts on someone they want to grab really early.
Right. Or prevent Team Awesomesauce from getting early.
Yep. So, Gul'dan is a hero I know that is played by Team Awesomesauce. They're taking that right off the table, and KT is gone as well.
Very quick ban, and then second ban, and then a quick pickup, and it is Lunara, like you were talking about. She is very strong right now, and is a good counter to Garrosh.
Yeah. So boom, Lunara, and then Garrosh and Stukov coming in for Team Awesomesauce. So
Both, yeah,
they're
it seems
moving.
like they're ready to rock and roll.
Gravesville, thank you very much for the follow.
I like it's pretty spicy in chat already. MMA Sniper 61 says, "Let's find out who Married with Children's next victim is."
Oh, he's throwing it down. Let's see what the West has to say about that.
Oh, Trabe. Well, Trabe says Div C West. Let's go. So
let's go.
I can guarantee you something tonight, Swing. I can't tell you which team is going to win, but the team that does will be Division C West. I can guarantee that 100%.
All right, we've got Muradin coming in.
Candy Muradin, in fact.
And
he looks delicious.
Alexstrasza.
He's like a lemon lime sublime treat.
Muradin's kind of nice because if he does get thrown by a Garrosh, you know, he has the ability to just jump to safety.
Make you wanna jump. Yeah, Muradin is also good at you know, getting away from Garrosh. Although if you burn your toss jumping in,
well,
could be scary.
You're exactly right. He's gonna have to be careful about engaging, you know, and getting into the situation where he can't get back out again if he gets thrown. That's a really good point. So Dahaka being banned by Team Awesomesauce.
KB Mo, we see you in the chat. Thanks for joining. I couldn't tell that was Gravesville in the chat before because his username for me is black. And it's black on black. And I'm like, I can't see who that is. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. That was like a really slow Sonya Leap impression. Ah.
All right, we got another ban about to come out for Rush B. They might get rid of Sonya. I know Sonya is a hero that Team Awesomesauce really likes, and they'll be looking for a solo laner. But nope, they're gonna get rid of Nazebo.
Yeah, Nazebo is very strong on this map. He can continue to stack his ritual because of all the extra spiders in the lane. So he can really stack it quickly here.
Yeah, so Team Awesomesauce will go ahead and pick up that Sonya. And they'll also take Junkrat as well. Junkrat's just such a fun hero.
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be... I mean, there's... Just look right now what they have. They have Junkrat, you know, with his mine. Blow people in certain directions, and you have Garrosh, who can toss people. You have displacement from Stukov with his silence. I think there's going to be a lot of displacement this game. The Team Awesomesauce is going to be throwing a lot of displacement towards Rush B.
Yeah, definitely. They are going to be knocked all over the place.
As far as I know, KB Mo, I believe Garrosh's talent, is no longer banned. It got hotfixed. Drockcab 2138 says, I just want to hear the interview with Funk Panda. It's funny, Funk Panda always yells at people, stop telling all of our secrets. And we see Malthiel and Tyrael picked up. Double Angels.
Yeah, so Malthiel is a very strong solo laner. And Tyrael... Well, Tyrael can also escape, so both tanks have an escape from the throw and the displacement from Junkrat and Garrosh. Tychus being picked up as the last pick for Team Awesomesauce.
It's about damn time. Nostravenus dropping the prediction, says Odd Thought. Yeah, I think dropping as in not really making any. I think you're right. I dropped the ball.
All right, so here are our teams. What do you think, Weenus?
You know, I like Team Awesomesauce's draft here. I think it's going to be very aggressive, and I think it might be able to get back to that Alexstrasza and cause some trouble. It's hard to heal on Alexstrasza when we get some of your health taken away. You lose a little bit of your ability to heal in large numbers. So I think Junkrat might be able to get back there and bring her down and kind of gimp her healing a little bit. But I like both. I like both drafts, and I think Rush B is very strong too. So I think it's really going to come down to the play.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to go with Rush B. I like the combination of the Muradin and the Tyrael. They're so mobile. I mean, so is Malthael. I mean, in Lunara, I mean, sort of, I guess. I mean, she's faster than, like, other players walking, I guess.
Yep, this is true.
All right, so let's introduce these teams. Over on the blue side, we've got Fatlock on Muradin, Great Po 2 on Alexstrasza. We've got IDK Shrubs playing Malthael. Greenwall on Tyrael, and Lunara is going to be played by Dominator.
And on the right side, red team, we have Team Awesomesauce. We have Jima playing Stukov. We have Tribulation playing the Garrosh. We have 7 Up Yours playing Junkrat. We have Akash playing Tychus. And now in the bottom lane, we have Prudentia69 playing Sonya.
All right. So we have both teams headed towards the lanes, looks like, although just Rush B in the top lane so far.
Fatlock on Muradin is being very annoying. He was able to take the abuse from 4 members of Team Awesomesauce, brushes it off, and continues the rotation, but Greenwall 12 was isolated there, but good escape.
So Tyrael is taking Justice for All, increasing the shield applied to allies.
Alexstrasza taking Circle of Life, looking for those regeneration globes to increase her heals by an additional 5% when she gets that 15 reward.
I also really like that Malthael picked Fear the Reaper, which he can activate for a movement speed increase, which makes sense just in case he gets thrown.
Tychus stacking the dash. And Sonya is picking up the War Paint, which will give her a little bit more self-healing in lane. Speaking of more stacking quests, we have Garrosh with Warbreaker, so he's going to try to stun some heroes, and it'll add damage to his stun. So if he can consistently land it, that'll improve his damage output.
Yeah, so far both teams just happy to do some laning, pick up their gems. No major engages quite yet.
Yep, XP is tied. Gem count is tied for now. Everyone seems fine with just not fighting and just kind of getting towards the turn-in.
Garrosh shows up and Fatlock is just like, nope, bye, bye.
See a 3-man rotation in the bottom lane, but Sonya is not in danger at all. She just backs up and waits for Muradin and for Alex to move on.
So Malthael ended up having to back, so they had to cover that bottom lane. It looks like Malthael may have a bit of a rough time laning against Sonya.
Yeah, so Dominator is filling in for right now. Let's see if they swap out and send Lunara back to the mid rotation. And there she goes. Hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. It looks like they're going to turn in here. A lot of gems being turned in for Rush B.
Yep. Team Awesomesauce is going to go ahead and grab their Bruiser camp.
29 gems turned in for Rush B. Good escape by 7 Up Yours.
So Rush B is only 8 gems away from the first turn.
Yeah, they're very close, and they already have 7 of them. They just need to bank them. There we go. But there's a big push mid. Team Awesomesauce wants to get some damage in here with this camp, and they are doing it.
Yeah, this is great by Team Awesomesauce. I mean, they took the time to get that camp kind of early, and look how much pushing power it gave them. And
at this point, Team Awesomesauce also has enough for a turn-in, so they're going to turn in a significant amount here. Junkrat's got 11 that he's trying to turn in, so now, but you know, here's a turn-in bottom. from Rush B, and this will, if they can all turn in, they can get it, but looks like they're going to fight it.
Yeah, Team Awesomesauce isn't going to let him get it for free.
IDK Shrub is getting very low.
Got Dragon Queen popped. Wow, doing so much damage to Prudentious, who will fall on the Sonya. Lunara poisoning Tribulation up on the Garrosh, but Garrosh will escape.
That was a very good use of Dragon Queen. Just clear the area, allow maybe a turn in, get a kill.
Yeah, and I mean that really is what got them that turn in, because first turn in is going to go to Rush B.
So let's see how far they get. The lanes, you know, aren't pushed out super far, but I think they'll probably pick a lane and try to push with it. Just not sure which lane it's going to be.
I have to laugh because in Twitch chat is the debate regarding 7-uppers versus 7-up-yers.
Oh yeah.
It definitely is 7-up-yers. It's been confirmed.
Absolutely. Cersei won't say it, but we will. 7-up-yers. We appreciate you playing in this game. Ooh, they're fighting the bottom lane between Sonya and Malthael. Sonya dropping very low.
We've got, ooh, she did drop really low. At the top, we've got a 4v4 with the Web Weaver. So it looks like Rush B is going to get the front wall here. That's probably about it.
Top lane is very valuable. You can go pick up the boss later and open up a win condition. So if you're going to pick a lane to push, top is a very good choice.
For sure. So meanwhile, Team Awesomesauce does have a turn in. They just have to actually get those gems turned in somehow. So we'll see if Rush B is able to stop that from happening.
Yeah, if Rush B can get a pick on a high gem carrier, like Tychus, or maybe Sonya, that's going to be really good for them. That would set back Team Awesomesauce. But we're going to see 17 almost turned in this top turn in. Tychus is trying.
Looks like he's going to get it. So we will get Web Weavers coming down for Team Awesomesauce. I also wanted to mention that Lunara went Splintered Spear. And also Nature's Culling, so she'll be looking to just shred through these Web Weavers and minions.
Yeah, it's a good talent set to have here when you have so many minions and non-hero units. 10s almost about to pop at the same time for both these teams. Slight advantage to Team Awesomesauce. They get it now.
Yeah, and so the choices are Odin for Tychus. Sonya's going to be leaping. We've got Riptire for Junkrat. Warlord's Challenge, Taunt for Garrosh. And Massive Shove for Scott.
A toss and a taunt on to Muradin.
Yeah.
For Rush B, we see Thornwood Vine on Lunara. Cleansing Flame for Alex.
So low in the back, trying to escape that Odin. Does get out just in time.
Sync is picked up by Tyrael.
Yeah, Tyrael ended up using that sync too.
And Avatar by Muradin.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of ults down for both teams.
Yeah, I like the survival talents picked up by Rush B. If they're going to get tossed around, they're going to want to try to survive it as best they can. Sustain through the fight, try to get some picks.
Greenwall gets the turn in for Rush B.
Alright, so we're only 8 minutes, 15 seconds in, and we're about to see our third Web Weaver phase.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time with those spiders.
Team Awesomesauce, they push a little bit harder, and they do get that complete top fort.
Oh, there's a throw on Fatlocked Muradin. He is able to jump out, but the follow-up damage is just too much. He falls.
Tychus really churning out that damage. You got a lot of tank against it. Pulling a Tychus. Pushing Lunara.
Oh, Last Rites takes out Sonya in the bottom lane.
Well played, well played. Still pretty low kill count. Only 3 kills on the board. 2 for Rush B, 1 for Team Awesome Sauce.
Yeah, that was pretty big though, because Tychus had to move down to that bottom lane in order to, kill off that web weaver down there. So it's opened things up a little bit more for Rush B as they send all 5 to the top lane.
Yeah, they're gonna have a numbers advantage right here. It's 5v3 with a web weaver, so Awesome Sauce has to be very careful about not getting overrun. Here comes Sonya joining in. Now Tychus is here too.
Oh, wow. Tribulation getting low as well.
There goes Junkrat. There goes Garage. Sonya's in a lot of trouble.
Escapes just barely.
Another 2 kills. Rush B claims them. And this fort is history. Well played, well played. Alright, so we're going to see all these gems being turned in here by Rush B. They said they won the fight. They can safely turn in without being molested at all. They're going to turn all those in. 11 still being held by Lunara. Now it's 14. Now it's 15. Now it's 16.
Holding them all. So Tychus has 39 of Team Awesome Sauce's gems.
Tychus would be quite the prize if Rush B can pick him off and eliminate all those gems. 7up Yours is trying to do a little bit of scouting for their team.
Yeah.
See if they're looking for a turn in. They want to turn in their gems. They have enough to do it, but they don't want to walk into a trap.
Right, and they've got Lunara has vision on them down at that lower turn-in point. And then, as you saw, Murden and Tyrael were hanging out at the upper turn-in point. So Rush B definitely trying to prevent any kind of turn-in here.
Fatlock does get the stun onto Tychus, and so doesn't get that 40 in. But they're just going to go up top. Tychus says, fine, I'll go turn up here. Kosh turning in, will get it. And now it's time for a Team Awesome Sauce. Web Weaver fades.
Yeah, I mean, Awesome Sauce did a good job, again, of picking up those bruisers, which, basically distracted Rush B, so they were able to get the turn.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of damage went onto Junkrat.
Junkrat got blown up. Got a ton on Greenwall. Bear Sanctification. Last rites.
There goes Garage.
Yep.
So the Web Weavers are pushing, but Awesome Sauce has lost 2 of their team members.
Yeah, Rush B should be able to clean these up fairly easily. But top lane is pushed out pretty far, though.
Yeah, Lunara's gonna go up there and try to do what she can, but there's a lot of minions up there as well. A lot of spiders. Rush B is pushing past the bottom Web Weaver a little bit. Can't get anything. No traction. Comes back and clears off that bottom Web Weaver. And they are going to be looking for their turn-in, as they have enough gems.
Yep. Team Awesome Sauce, all they could do is really kind of hang out and hope they could catch, one of the members from Rush B a little bit out of position and get a pick, but never happened. So that was a great defense by Rush B there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, really, if 2 of your team members go down, it's hard to really push super hard in one lane or another when they have superior numbers on the defense. But still, that said, very responsive and smart plays.
Speaking of which, we got lots of gems on the side of Rush B.
Yeah, they're looking for the turn-in. Tyrael doing some zoning. Try to keep their turn-in safe. Try to keep them from getting interrupted. And it goes through. Talent tier advantage right now going to Rush B. Almost a full level advantage. 16 to 15. And with the count of structures the same, I think this experience must be coming from maybe these 5 extra kills that they have on Team Awesome Sauce.
Yeah, that's my guess as well. So, Rush B moving in to take out the bottom fort before the Web Weaver even arrives.
Awesome Sauce is going to quickly clear this mid. possibly rotate bottom.
Yeah, they're ready for Rush B is ready for Awesomesauce to, come in through where that camp is, but Awesomesauce is going to go ahead and rotate around, to the under the safety of the keep.
Yeah, they're gonna trade some damage to their structures in order to rotate safely, but it might not matter for Garage. He's taking a lot of damage. Pop's unstoppable. Running away.
Odin's out doing a ton of damage. There's Sanctification. There was a really nice combo there by Junkrat not displacing Muradin and then Garage throwing Muradin. But
huge push by Stukov, but Prudentious 69 is getting very, very low.
Riptire takes out Lunara. Rush B is on the retreat. Here. Yeah.
They are carrying a lot of gems. Junkrat, huge mine bursting him forward, but the rest of the team.
You can kind of see he was like,
match it. It's like, let's go, guys! Charge!
A little too far.
So Rush B does escape with with one death, but they escape with all their gems, which is pretty important.
Do we have a boss play coming up?
I think we have a boss bait. Nope, they're starting it. They're going. Team Awesomesauce wants this. I think Muradin's probably gonna find this.
I don't think really Rush B can do anything about this though. I mean, Lunara's not gonna be there really long time, so
I don't know, we'll see.
We're gonna try.
Everyone's
Although they
stacked
do have
up for
holy
mouthfeel.
ground. They do have holy ground. Not anymore.
Garage is low. Garage drops as well. This is not looking good for Awesomesauce as...
Look at the damage coming out from Great Kotu on Alex Strasza.
Oh my goodness. There goes Tychus.
There
goes Stukov, Junkrat, and Garage. The only one to come out unscathed is Sonya. Boss is claimed by Rush B.
Yeah, I surprised, but wow, once Alex Strasza popped Dragon Form, man. That was rough.
Getting caught in the middle between a boss and an enemy team that wants you dead, it's a lot of damage that can stack up, and it makes you in a very hard position to defend.
Yeah.
Especially when you're all stacked up in that close quarters. Moonwell drops like it's hot.
Yep, Sonya's picking up the bruisers, and then coming up to... Oh, I guess she's not coming up. It's going to be 4 members trying to defend. I guess they pretty much knew the keep was going to be gone.
Yep, we see a widening experience gap at this point. Rush B at level 19, Team Awesomesauce at 17. Getting close to 20. I think Rush B wants to wait and then fight again when they're 20 with another advantage of levels and talent tier.
Yeah. They're very close to another turn-in. They only need to turn in 4 more gems. Which they now have.
Now they just got to get that scratch in the bank. Batlock's going for it. A huge lane push forward in the top lane and in the bottom. So these web weavers are going to get pushed out far.
Yep. Alright, so it looks like Rush B is posturing to push up in the bottom lane. Finish off that keep there.
Rush B also has his camp pushing mid, so, I mean, pressure everywhere.
Alright, that's level 20 for Rush B.
Its bottom camp, or its bottom, keep is almost at half health too, so it's not going to need a whole lot of prodding.
Odin is popped.
Odin on the defense is going to be able to put out a lot of damage, but
look at the poison damage coming up from Lunara, followed by Last Rites, just destroys Garage.
That's a great combo. Bottom keep goes down. Team Awesomesauce running it out.
So low. Stukov falls. Again, Lunara does fall. I think that was partially the Riptire, and Tychus finishing her off. But we've got Rush B on the core.
Might be enough to end here. Sonya's jumping in, trying to get them off the core.
Core's
it's not working.
60%, 40%.
This is it. There goes Junkrat.
I think
and
this is it.
Game 3-2-1.
Game 1 goes to Rush B.
Well played indeed.
Man, that Alex Strasser worked out really, really well for Rush B.
Yeah, it was a good combo. KB Mo says the minions saw them going in. They knew Rush B would be coming. Why start it? Yeah, we weren't sure. We thought maybe they were going to bait it. Maybe they thought they were going to have it uncontested because they had one member down on Rush B. I'm not sure, but they don't call it the throw pit for nothing.
Yeah, I think they would have been okay if they could have mowed through it just slightly faster. But that definitely was a big turning point in the game because once Rush B was able to pick up that boss, they were able to push in and get a keep. And, it kind of felt like it snowballed a little bit from that point.
Yeah, and at the same time, I can kind of understand too, because I believe that Team Awesomesauce was down a little bit, and they're trying to maybe look for something to shake it up. And sometimes when you're behind, you have to make some brave calls and some brave plays that may not be might have some risk associated with it.
Yeah,
and so
you're 100% right. I mean, if they pulled that boss off, it would have been a huge play for their side, So
exactly.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? So looking at these numbers here, so we had a 13-4 kill advantage for Rush B. A lot of hero damage. Look at the hero damage for Junkrat and for Tychus. I mean, they were putting out a ton of damage the whole game, but they just weren't able to finish off as many heroes as Rush B was able to.
I think that answers the question, Swing. The question of who's gonna do all the damage? I think we can see it right there. Junkrat and Tychus, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, we are going to find out where we're going next. So while we do that, we're going to go to a very short break. We will be right back.
Oh, before we leave, thank you so much, Archangel.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
Back to Weenus.
Sorry.
Choking
Oh,
to death.
hi. I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining.
Hello, everybody. We're back. I am Swing, and this is Weenus.
We really didn't have any setup to do. We're just sitting here like sleeping for like the past couple minutes, and we're like, oh, hello.
We're like, let's rest. Let's bring the energy level down.
Break it down.
If you're just joining us, we are right in the middle of the Div C West finals between Rush B and Team Awesomesauce. And we are a game in, and Rush B did take game one. So what's going on now is that Team Awesomesauce has decided to let Rush B go ahead and pick the map, and they have picked Infernal Shrines. So,
absolutely. When we go into it, we got to do our impression of it, okay? Try to match it at the same time.
All right.
It'll be all three of us together in a map announcement that will change history. It won't do any of that, but it'll be fun.
All right, looks like both the teams are ready. Are you ready, Weenus?
Who's the third? Oh, you know Falendrith. It's the announcer. The announcer says it too.
And by the way, thank you so much for the follows and the cheers, you guys. That's like really super exciting. Thank you. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Infernal
Shrines!
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
All right.
That was pretty good. I'm on board.
Heck yeah. Okay, so this time Team Awesomesauce decided they want first pick. So let's see what they want to do. They're like, no more Alexstrasza. I don't blame them. Well, especially on Infernal Shrines, right? You don't want to deal with that. It's her.
No ticky, no laundry on Alex. Yeah, the dragon form is just so strong on the point. You have to try to get her to burn it outside of the shrine, and but we won't see any Alex this game, except for in that top right corner, just sitting there all sad. No one wants to play with me. No, that's the problem. Everyone wants to play with you. That's why you're out.
I feel like we're either going to get a Lunara or a Garrosh ban here. Actually, or a Sonya ban. I think it's going to be one of those three.
I don't know. I mean, we got a ban on, what was it? It was Gul'dan. First ban last time from Rush B, and Gul'dan is quite good here.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'll be one of those other ones. But we'll see. They're taking a lot of time to think about this, so they're not quite sure either. And actually, it's going to be a Stukov ban, which I can definitely see. You know, that silent circle on the shrine definitely is no fun.
Yeah, the Admiral will not be having anyone swim in his purple pools today. Thank you very much.
I had a feeling we were going to see the Lunara. It's funny, both the teams, they really want Lunara. I think that's the one and only reason why they wanted hero pick instead of map pick.
Could be. Great Putu says, who needs healers? Dominator says, I sure don't. Great Putu, you don't count. Prudential 69, I am Murky main healer, sir. Whew.
MM Sniper 61, yes, you are correct. I actually haven't set up my playlist yet, so I didn't even know there was a song on there at all. So sorry, I hope it doesn't get stuck in your head or anything.
Quick tip, if a song gets stuck in your head, you need to look up the lyrics and you need to sing the song until it ends. If you sing it till it ends, it gets it out of your head, but if you just keep doing the chorus over and over or the verses over and over, it'll stay there. Quick tip from Weenus.
I like it. It makes logical sense.
That didn't sound right. That's not how I meant it, but you know. Life tips.
Whoa.
There we go.
Wow. We've got a Gul'dan and a Kil'thas. I don't know if I've seen this.
It's a mage fest here in the first and second slot. Malfurion coming out for Team Awesomesauce.
Was not expecting that.
I'm looking for some dive. I want to see some dive from Team Awesomesauce to come mess up these mages.
They've got to go Garrosh here, right?
Maybe. I mean, I kind of like Johanna a little bit better, but that's just me. I mean,
yeah, but Johanna into two mages. I mean, there's nothing to blind.
No, it was less against the mages and more about the shrine. But you're right. Johanna doesn't have a whole lot of attacks against mages, except for maybe if she can catch them, pulling them in, slowing them, possibly setting up. You know, maybe a Phoenix. Phoenix might be.
Or they could ban the Garrosh and go.
There it is.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see a Garrosh ban here from somebody.
I like the Phoenix pick because you can slow these guys, and so they can run, but just not that fast. It's like they get really, really short legs, and they get like.
Weenus Cam is soft. Your
Weenus Cam is soft.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that just struck me. Very funny.
Either that or Weenus himself is blurry in real life. Yeah, I'm pretty blurry. The camera is good, but there's not enough light in the room, and so it starts getting all McFuzzy.
Weenus, you're soft. Okay. So,
don't hear that very often.
Garrosh ban is coming, right? Or Sonya. Oh, God, it's so hard to choose. I think it's one of those two.
You think it's a Sonya ban? Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Garage.
I think it was between those two. But with the two mages, I definitely understand why they went with the Garrosh. And we've got the Varian ban, Varian, you know, being a counter to Phoenix.
Yeah, you have to ban the Varian because I still don't think they fixed the bug against Phoenix when you go Shattering Throw. I think that's still a thing, and it's devastating. So
now Sonya, I'm thinking, you know, maybe it's a hero Rush B might want to pick up, but looking through their history, I don't see that it's a very highly played hero for them, which doesn't mean, you know, they can't play it. I just I haven't seen them prioritize it, I guess, but it would also take it away from Team Awesomesauce. So
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Muradin again. You know, there's two squishy backline mages. Sure, but you know, Lunara, Malfurion, and Phoenix, they're all pretty squish as well. So you might look for some kind of a tank that can really get back there and cause some more disruption. But we'll see. ETC, I like it.
ETC and Lucio.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You don't really want a tank that's jumping and leaving your backline behind. You get a lot more appeal from an ETC. So I think that was a really good pick.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Rush B will be taking their solo laner in that last spot.
Some kind of tank in a solo lane. So Sonya...
They could go Tyrael again, too.
Yeah, Sonya's still on the board as well.
Yeah, I think that I think Team Awesomesauce is about to pick up Sonya. Unless their Sonya player is their Phoenix player. That's the only reason I could
Stitches.
do it.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be solo laning with this Phoenix or not, and it looks like Dahaka will be solo laning for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Huh. Well, you could get a hook into a tongue, into a root. It's the old hook tongue root strat.
Sure. I know that. I know that strat. Hook tongue.
Of course, I know that
root,
strat. What are you trying to tell me?
Poison salvo combo.
Exactly. All right, so offlaner for Rush B here. I mean, Gul'dan can clear a lane by himself, but
Segatai says, was wondering if they were going to ban Varian. Yep. You
kind of have to.
Correct.
Linehouse says, I see Rush B is making an effort to break my curse. I don't know, Linehouse. If you bring it up, it might change the curse, and you might be flipping the curse again. So I don't know.
Yeah, just bring it. Oh.
There's the tank that I wanted.
Well, yeah, that's kind of interesting, though. So we've got ETC and tanks. Johanna to protect. They just want to hardcore protect those mages.
Yeah, I think we might see an interesting position here of, you know, two hard tanks in the front, a little old Lucio in the middle, and then the two mages in the back line, making like a 5 on a dice. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's it's pretty stacked in the front.
I wonder if they went the Johanna, you know, once they saw that Stitches and realized that they could be in really big trouble if Stitches has access to either of their mages.
Right.
Because Kilthas and Gul'dan are about as slow as you can get.
Look what Stitches gave me. He gave this to me. I was like, Stitches, can I have
it? What's he gonna use?
Creep. I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. What do you think? What do you think, Weenus?
I try not to, kid. No, about this draft, yeah. I kind of like Rush B. I mean, they're playing the objective, so I think they have so much AoE. I think they'll be able to clean up these shrines. If they get picked before the objective, that could be problematic.
Right. Yeah, I like it too because I think that Johanna pickup, in addition to the ETC, is going to protect their backline from getting hooked. So let's introduce the teams. We've got Fatlock, On ETC for Rush B, blue side. Kael'thas, Great Potu, IDK Shrubs on Johanna, Green Wall on Lucio, and Gul'dan will be played by Dominator.
Team Awesomesauce on the right on the red team. We have Jama playing Malfurion. We have Akash playing the Phoenix. Tribulation playing the Stitches. 7-Up, yours playing Lunara. And in the top lane, Prudentious 69. We're going to see Johanna going into the top lane as well, just to kind of, meet up against this Dahaka.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how Rush B decides to, do their laning.
Gul'dan, straight to the bottom. Gonna go get that XP. Lunara is heading down. Oh, it's gonna be a full 4-man rotation onto this Gul'dan. Gul'dan could be in trouble if he gets hooked. Makes it safely back behind the gate.
Tribulation is just baiting him, waiting for him to take a couple more steps out. So Gul'dan did go Echo Corruption, so he'll be working on those stacks. We got Mana Addict for the kill.
Ooh, Dominator might be...
Oh boy,
might be in trouble.
Going for the hook.
Here's the hook. Nice setup. Can they get him before he gets out? Looks like. Oh, so close. There he goes. First blood goes to Team Awesomesauce. That was a good kill.
That
took
they
a lot of
showed
patience.
a lot of patience. That's what I was gonna say for that kill.
If they're not showing on the map, you gotta think they're somewhere. Maybe they thought they were taking a camp, which they're doing now. Awesomesauce will pick up their siege camp.
Yeah, that seems to be their MO, is they get right on those camps early. By the way, Phoenix did go the advanced targeting stacking as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm not sure how much Echoed Corruption stacks are going to be applied to Gul'dan if he's solo laning, but with the rotations that Awesomesauce is making, there are going to be heroes in his lane, but are they there just to gank him or to let him get some stacks?
Yeah, and he may just be playing for the long game. Whoa, Dominator. Maybe don't go in there.
That is not going to go well for you in there.
He should be able to get plenty of stacks once they actually get, on the shrines themselves. I'm guessing.
Tribulation is looking for the hook. Lands on Greenwall, but Greenwall just scurries away, dropping those beats.
And you saw that combination going out. Malfurion dropping those roots just in case. Tribulation got that hook.
Malfurion likes to drop the roots, while Lucio drops the beats. Everyone's got to drop something.
So we do have a middle shrine activating in about 20 seconds. So Rush B hasn't picked up any of their camps yet. If they're going to do it, kind of has to happen.
It's going to have to happen soon, otherwise they're going to give the advantage to Team Awesomesauce onto this shrine. We see about maybe like a third level lead.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're going to collapse on Lucio. Greenwall's in a lot of trouble. Boops him away, tries to get out, gets hooked back in.
Oh, that Lucio speed boost saving everybody.
Wow. That was a huge collapse and escape by Rush B. That could have been disastrous. That
definitely could have been. I mean, that was a great setup by Team Awesomesauce, waiting to bush party him right there, knowing that they probably were thinking about picking up that camp and hoping to catch, just a couple of them unawares.
Absolutely. IDK Shrubs.
Yeah, hook on Johanna, but Johanna's Johanna.
Yep. She's very low on mana, though, so, she's going to run out at some point. Maybe sometime soon.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But meanwhile, Rush B is able to bully themselves onto the point here. Team Awesomesauce has a 25 shrine minion advantage, but quickly Rush B is making that up.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
Got an attempt on the hook on Great Potu. KT does not connect.
Looks like that the AoE is not paying off, and Great Potu is taking too much damage and gets dropped.
Oh, so close on the minions, but the Punisher is going to go over to Team Awesomesauce.
Well played. Hopping over the fence, doing his thing, punching away.
So Dahaka staying up in the top lane. We've got Lunara moving down to the bottom. So Team Awesomesauce making sure they spread out, get all that experience soak.
Yep. Up a talent tier advantage for about the next 15 seconds, and then it will be matched up at 7. But almost, getting close to a full level lead for Awesomesauce.
So that was a pretty good defense by Rush B. I mean, the Punisher didn't get much.
Nope, first one, doesn't always. So we've got 7 stacks of advanced targeting right now for Phoenix. We've got 17 stacks of Echoed Corruption from Gul'dan. So they're gonna keep working on those stacks, trying to get it from get those maxed out in the bottom lane. Siege Camp's being picked up right now by Rush B. Gul'dan and Greenwall. Dominator Greenwall. They're gonna get it. I don't think Lunar knows that they're there.
Nope. Even if she did, she's all alone.
Although, look how much damage Lunar put out on that camp already. Just almost completely eliminates it. Wow.
Wow.
So much damage. So hot right now.
I guess that explains why she didn't really care that much.
Yeah, nature's calling. Puts out a lot of damage on non-heroes.
So the next shrine is going to be in the bottom lane. So we've got Team Awesomesauce picking up more camps. I don't think Rush B has even tried to get their hard camp, their bruisers yet, have they?
I believe they did get they got their siege camp, but
yeah.
I don't think their bruiser camp.
They're waiting, hoping to get a gank on Johanna here.
Taking a lot of damage. Already popped Unstoppable. Will get some protection.
Oh, if that hook would have landed, she might have been in trouble, but...
Greenwall 12 playing the special services, trying to jump in front of those bullets headed towards shrubs.
So, Team Awesomesauce moving in as 4, take out the front wall up in the top lane.
Siege camp getting picked up by Rush B while this is happening, but there's a 4-man push up top. If Rush B wants to protect this, they need to send some more some backup up there.
Either that or counter push something. They do have Greenwall getting super low. Has to break it down.
Tens are out and being used right now, including that Twilight Dream.
Yeah, so Gul'dan wasn't there. That's a little bit of the problem with Rush B's comp, is even with 4 people there, if you don't have both of your DPSers, you really don't have enough damage to kill anyone,
Absolutely. As both teams separate, maybe let's go over the ultimates that both teams have picked.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'll go over what we've got for Rush B. So we've got Horrify for Gul'dan, Pyroblast for KT, that's interesting. Sound Barrier for Lucio, which we already saw. Blessed Shield for Johanna, and we do have Mosh Pit for ETC.
Team Awesomesauce, we see Purification Stavo, Isolation, Twilight Dream, Thornwood Vine, and Putrid Vial. And it looks like they're about to fight over this shrine right now.
Got
good drag onto Lucio.
On Greenwall, and Greenwall's gonna go down.
It's a good kill. ETC with Mosh activating.
Two-man Mosh. We've got Pyroblast going out on Lunara, and she is
Lunar
down.
drops as well.
Stitch is in there pretty deep, but looks like he's gonna
Rush
get out okay.
B is gonna be taking a lot of damage. Oh, takes down Gul'dan.
Almost takes down both the DPSers.
Almost KT, but the Punisher is going to Team Awesomesauce, and there were more than one member down, but ETC is back up and he's heading in. But there's also a camp pushing top while this is happening bottom.
Yeah, that camp is going to do a lot of damage up there. In fact, it's going to take that fort.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
I feel like having the double AoE mages to try to win these objectives isn't working out as Rush B was hoping. Team Awesomesauce is bringing the team fight in and getting picks and then forcing them off of the point.
Yeah, exactly. So they baited the Punisher back toward their keep. They'll be able to take it out, but I mean, Team Awesomesauce is going to get most of this wall. Looks like in the bottom lane.
Yeah, now we see a full 2-level advantage here for Team Awesomesauce. They're up a talent tier for another full level. They're going to be able to pick up this camp bottom quite quickly. And they have a lot of lane pressure. They've cleared the bottom fort and the top fort and the middle fort. It's the only fort left so far in that second outer layer, and it's down to about a third of its health.
And they've got vision on. They've got a hook on, fat lock on ETC, but ETC is able to escape. So they've got Umlara vision on the camp down there at the bottom, but they're just probably just waiting for Rush B to head there, and then they'll be looking to maybe invade that. We'll see.
Yeah, I think Rush B here is looking for 13 before they fully engage, so that they can be fighting on an even talent tier if they can, because they're already down and they want to try to get at least as even as they can. Eyeing their siege camp, Rush B is going to grab that real quick, but we're going to see a big rotation up into the top lane by Awesomesauce. This looks like more than just a clear.
They may be going for keep. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're at least going to get this wall down.
Yep, they get in, they get a whole bunch of damage, and then they get out without fighting.
Yeah, I mean, they got the tower there. So.
Enemy to respond to everything that you're doing, they're going to be behind and they're going to be late. So they're doing a good job of setting the pace of these fights, which lanes are getting pushed, and they're not going to fight until they think that they have a strong enough advantage to get some kills. Unless the opportunity presents itself, they also have really good vision with Lunar's Wisp. So they can kind of tell where everybody is.
Yeah, so it looks like at this point, Rush B is kind of sticking together. Just trying to push these lanes out a little bit. Just kind of waiting for the next shrine to activate.
Bruiser camps are open, and I think we're going to possibly see an invade here, but it will be a 4v5. They're scouting it out.
Yeah, but the fifth is Dahaka who can get here at any time. We've got a hook on Dominator. Gul'dan going down.
Purification Salvo comes out as well. It's going to be retreat for Rush B. They get another hook onto Fatlock. Fatlock taking a lot of damage. Going to slide on out. Ooh. Fatal.
Oh, the damage.
Wow. Taking a lot of damage. Barely getting out without losing more than one, but this camp is going to be invaded and taken by Team Awesomesauce, which is going to cause a lot of problems for this objectives for Rush B. They have to make a choice here. Do they defend against this camp, or do they hop on the objective?
I think that first they defend the camp.
They kind of have to. They're already down 15, 16, 17, 18 to 0.
Yeah,
so
it looks like they're just going to give this. You see KT pushing out that bottom lane.
Yeah, they're just trying to soak as much as they can. They're down a talent tier again, 14 into 16. This is the advantage that Team Awesomesauce wants to fight with. In fact, they're slowing down on the shrine because they want to go ahead and pick up this bruiser camp. Being very patient again with the shrine. They know that they just need one more minion and they can take that whenever they want. So they want to try to control other parts of the map while they can.
Yeah, I mean, Team Awesomesauce has been very on point with their camps this game.
Arcane Punisher is picked up with that last minion, and now there's 2 camps and a boss all pushing. And they're going to go on to keeps.
Yeah, this is going to be rough because Dahaka's helping out that top camp, trying to get it pushed in so it threatens a keep as well. So Rush B is going to have to get this Punisher baited back and just mow through it as quickly as possible.
We're going to have to see a huge defense coming out. Arcane Punisher is really hard to fight into melee. Fatlock taking too much damage,
salvo.
dropping. Shrub's taking too much damage, also going down after that salvo.
I mean, I like how Lucio's, using the break it down to kind of counter the salvo, but unfortunately he does still get a kill.
The timing is right, but the burst is just so high right now.
Oh, Dominator hooked and rooted will escape. Another keep is gonna fall. That's 2 keeps now down.
A huge push by Awesomesauce.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna be happy with that and go ahead and back out and paint the map a little more red, I think.
I believe so. They're getting close to 20. It's 15 to 19 right now.
Yeah, man, this is definitely an uphill battle for Rush B. They've got to get some picks so that they can push in. I mean, they don't even have a fort down yet. That's really tough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be, they're going to have to win probably 3 team fights in a row, or if you can win a team fight at the right time and get the objective, you can push with it. But what makes it really hard is even if Rush B gets the objective right now, 16-minute, Punisher, they still have to go through a couple of fort and then a keep and then encore.
Yeah.
So
and meanwhile,
it's a lot to go through.
They're gonna
so
have
much
to
pressure in the other lanes.
Yeah. They're gonna have to keep sending people back. Yeah, to protect their core.
Yep, they're in between a rock and a hard place, but it's not impossible. It's gonna be rough. Let's see what they can do.
Unfortunately, Gul'dan still isn't stacked. That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, they did just hit 16, so we will be getting more damage out from his echoed corruption.
Yeah,
but
he's just about stacked. But that'll help them a lot once he's able to.
Yeah, I mean, Team Awesomesauce is eyeing this last keep hungrily, wanting it so bad. If they can get that, it almost 100% secures their objective taking capability for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but also by the same token, if Rush B is able to take advantage of them pushing up too far and get a kill themselves, I mean, that would be huge for them. But
yep, they're down 3 levels and talent tier, so they need to make something happen if they can now. But they're busy just clearing up the lanes. They got their hands full.
Yeah, so again, there goes Team Awesomesauce jumping on their Merc camp, so that can be pushing. I mean, that's going to be pushing up the middle lane too, which has no keep. So that's going to be so much pressure. Basically, Rush B is on a, very short time frame where they can be on that shrine as 5, because those lanes are going to keep pushing and pushing.
Absolutely, and another threat is this Dahaka. Dahaka doesn't have to be on the shrine. He can keep pushing in lanes and then, uses global, show back up if needed. So it's not just camps, it's not just minions, it's just not catapults, it's also Dahaka. Dahaka is causing push as well.
I feel like Rush B doesn't really know what they want to do. They're kind of milling around just a little bit.
It's a tough choice, and maybe they're looking for 20, but by 20, they don't really have a whole lot of great options right now.
And I don't think they're going to get
doing what
20
they can
in time for this defense either. So they're going to go ahead and take their bruiser camp, try to clear out, the other camp pushing, and the catapults pushing in the top lane. Prepare to defend.
Yep, we got to see one hell of a defense here. Because if that defense falls short, that will be game.
Johanna doing a great job of baiting the Punisher, being unstoppable so it doesn't stun her in a dangerous spot.
Yep. Shrub's taking a lot of damage from Phoenix.
Ooh, we have the sound barrier coming out just in time to save Johanna.
There's a Mosh, only catches one, instantly interrupted, does not. There goes Johanna, Lucio, Gul'dan, ETC, and that's it. That's gonna be game.
Guess what, Linus?
We get a game 3, baby.
We get a game 3.
Well played this game by Team Awesomesauce. Also fiercely fought by Rush B. We are going to 3 games.
Well, that part's exciting.
It is. I just put a 1 and a 1 next to each other, both of the team names, and then I circled them, and now I regret my decision.
All right, so looking at
the numbers.
The trend continues. Both teams really are valuing that first hero pick.
Yeah, the Lunara seems to be the lucky rabbit's foot. So far. Gul'dan though doing work.
Yeah,
Dominator doing work for his team.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I think he was just hard with the double mage and just having the 2 tanks was great to protect them, but I think they just needed something a little bit more, you know? They couldn't quite get the kills. I mean, they only were able to get the 1 kill. So we had a 12-1 kill advantage in favor of Team Awesomesauce there. I think they used the Dahaka really well, like you pointed out, Dahaka being able to push in the other lanes, and they were able to take the shrine with just 4 of them. They got better map pressure with the camps. So, I mean, well played by both teams for sure, but I think that Team Awesomesauce just played the map slightly better.
Yeah, there's so much more damage coming out from Team Awesomesauce if you're just looking at the columns right now. You know, part of that is getting an advantage, getting a level lead, then having talent tiers. You know, it's not it can look a lot more one-sided when you have the XP be a lot more one-sided as well. Yeah. So I think putting Gul'dan in the solo lane and getting ganked it really hurt Gul'dan getting his stacks. He really needs to be in some kind of a 3 or 4 man rotation in order to be able to engage safely onto the enemy team and build those stacks.
Yeah, agreed. All right, well, so while we get things sorted out with what map we're going to go to next, we are going to take one more quick break, and we'll be taking it down to the last game. One of these teams will represent Division C West in the grand finals.
Represent?
Will it be? We'll find out after this. Hey everybody, we are back. We are back for
Hello.
game 3 between Rush B and Team Awesomesauce to see which team will represent the West in the Division C Grand Finals. And back with me is Weenus and his rubber chicken.
I'm very excited about going to game 3. It's always close. It's a nail biter. First game, Awesomesauce took it. Second game, Rush B. Now, who's going to take game 3?
I know. That's the big question on everybody's mind. And the action is going to be happening on Dragonshire. And this is the map choice of Rush B.
Right. Team Awesomesauce decided that they wanted first pick again, first hero pick. So they let map choice roll out to Rush B.
Yeah, so that first hero pick has been so important, and so far it's been Lunara every time in both games. So we'll see if that happens, or maybe we're gonna get a Lunara ban.
Could be. I think it's likely. I think we will see it.
All right, we are launching in to Dragonshire.
Yeah, Dragonshire. Oh, Dragonshire.
That was better.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody who's watching. Thank you for joining us. We're down to exciting game number 3. This is for everything.
All the
Whole ball
cookies.
of wax.
I think I'd prefer all the cookies to a big ball of wax.
I have to agree with you there. Cookies, definitely a better idea.
Unless they're ginger snaps. If they're ginger snaps, give me the wax.
All right, so we've got first ban for Rush B. What are they getting rid of here, Weenus? What do you think?
Wow. Well,
I think it's going to be Lunara.
No, I don't think so, because they get first pick. So I think they might ban the Phoenix. I mean, yeah, I think they might ban the Phoenix, because Phoenix is a very strong solo laner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They could force Team Awesomesauce.
They're going to force Team Awesomesauce to ban it.
Yeah.
No, but they ban the Alex, though. I would be surprised if we don't see Lunara be picked up right here, right now, by Rush B.
Right here, right now.
Sorry, can you hear my pig barking in the background?
Yeah, your dog is going crazy.
Yeah, she's hunting for truffles. I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Okay. All right, so now we get to see what the first pick is. I'm guessing it's gonna be Lunara. If not, then maybe Garrosh. Or maybe Rush B completely shocks me and does something completely different.
Cho'Gall on Dragonshire? What? Can Cho'Gall get into the Dragon Knight?
Yeah, I believe so.
Who channels it? Probably Cho, right? No, surprise, surprise, it's Lunara. She's been the powerhouse tonight.
Yeah.
And let's see if her reign of terror continues.
We've got poison and curses coming out. On the other side, we're going to have a Gul'dan.
That's a lot of spikes and horns coming out right now from Gul'dan and Malfurion, I tell you what. All right, so the next two picks, Rush B. How do you counter this Gul'dan and this Malfurion?
They might go with Garrosh here.
I mean, Lunara's pretty good
bringing
against those
Garrosh
two.
up, but I mean, he can be so strong.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're just giving Garrosh too much credit.
Maybe.
Swing.
Or Dahaka is nice on this map just because, you know, having the global so we can...
Oh, I do like Dahaka.
give, you know, numbers advantage at one of the shrines.
One. I missed 2 games, says BMed. That's okay, you're here now. Welcome. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching.
And we are going to have KT along with Muradin.
All right.
So Muradin seems like a really solid tank for Rush B.
Yeah. Yep, it worked out well in game 1. He's got a lot of self-sustain, which is nice on this map because you're going to be having a lot of split battles over the objective in the top and bottom lane split. So you go in, if you take a lot of damage, you can leap out, and then you're going to slowly recover your health, and you might be able to have just enough to go in there and take that point back for your team. So it's a lot of self-sustain. So I think he's a good tank choice here.
Yeah, I agree. We've got the next round of bans coming out. So Rush B still needs a support, but Team Awesomesauce decides to ban Melthiel.
Yep. We already have 3 supports that are off the table. Stukov, Malfurion, and Alex. Or Alex, if you want to say it like a normal person. So, the ban here, some kind of tank ban, some kind of, maybe some kind of assassin ban.
Yeah, or Dahaka.
Yeah, maybe eliminate some of those globals. Falstead, Dahaka, maybe ban ETC, unless they plan on picking him up and playing a double hard tank again.
I don't think they should do that.
Giggle Schmack with the answer. Cho channels and controls. Gaul can still use his abilities.
Okay.
Oh,
That
damn.
makes sense. That makes sense.
That would make one strong Cho Gaul Dragon Knight.
That is kind of freaky, right? The dragon's like throwing out all these extra abilities.
Yeah, I want to see it because you know I like it freaky.
And Haka is out.
Ooh, did you hurt yourself? Are you okay, Swing? That sounded painful. Are you okay?
Ever since I heard you start saying it like that and I started doing it, it's really fun to say.
Oh,
it
you
that
mean
way.
Dahaka?
Yeah.
I have to wipe down my monitor like every couple of days whenever I mention Dahaka. Just all over.
I think that's a really smart ban, especially on this map. And Dahaka, you know, Team Awesomesauce did a really great job with Dahaka on the last map. So.
Oh my god, there's so much bush on this map. Like, Dahaka just runs through all of it and he gets that speed boost. So, yeah, get rid of Dahaka.
It's off to the races. Yep. Bye,
Especially
Dahaka.
if you know your opponents want to play him. And Dahaka had so much value last game. It's a smaller map, I know, but it's really, I think it's really tailored for Dahaka. So I think that was a quality ban.
Quality.
Huge plays.
Oh, Tracer and Sonya. Sonya, I think we mentioned before, a hero that Team Awesomesauce loves, and this is going to be a great map for Sonya.
Yep. Sonya also has a lot of self-sustain.
Yep.
Is able to stand on that point solo and able to outlast a lot of other opponents.
Well, and we've already seen Team Awesomesauce is really focused on camps, and you know, if you get Sonya, she can just take camp after camp after camp, just do her thing. Meanwhile, the other 4 can stay, you know, all together.
Absolutely.
Cause a lot of pressure.
Charberto Lamonzo says, I hate Gaul.
Doesn't
LOL.
just Gaul. You love Cho, but you hate Gaul.
Yeah, it's like the rose with the thorns. You can't have your Cho without your Gaul.
So do you play Cho Gaul, but you only will play Cho because you hate Gaul? And then do you argue with yourself?
I argue with myself all the time. I can't get the voices to stop. Here come the picks.
Oh, what do we got? Blaze and Lucio.
Blaze and Lucio.
So the Lucio is nice for the quick rotations between the middle and the bottom lane. I assume we're going to have Blaze up in the top lane.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And I don't think Blaze wins against Sonya. Sonya is lacking mana, which means she doesn't have it. Blaze has the mana, and that's a resource that can wear down and cause a back.
Yep, that's a really good point.
Over Sonya.
Because Blaze can heal up in his like oil slicks or whatever, but you're right. I mean, he only has so much mana before he will have to back. Whereas Sonya, she just spins and wins and heals back up and can stay there forever.
I don't know. I don't remember what we said, or probably what I said, but Google Schmack says, we don't have to do that. Not so I don't know what exactly they're referring to, but
I can
no,
only imagine.
you don't have to do anything, especially if I've said it. Please, please, you probably shouldn't.
So we've got a new Barak coming out for Team Awesomesauce.
I like it. It allows you some dive with your Tracer. Give your Tracer a little bit of backup.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Cocoon the Lucio? Or
maybe the
even
Blaze.
Maybe even the Blaze to prevent the bunker from going down. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We got the bunker. We got that bunker.
All right, what do you think?
I think that it's going to be a close match. I think I favor Team Awesomesauce with this draft. But I think Rush B is also good and could pull it out as well. Your prediction, Swing?
You know, at first I was going to say Team Awesomesauce as well, because I'm thinking about Tracer being back on the KT and Lunara. And then I started thinking about the Tracer being back on KT and Lunara. On fire, poisoned. Stick with the Rush B draft, I think.
You have to stick with the Lucky Rabbit's Foot, Lunara. I like it.
All right, so let's introduce these teams for Rush B. We've got Fatlock on Muradin, T-Lane playing Kael'thas, IDK Shrubs is going to be on the Blaze, Lucio played by Greenwall, and Dominator on that highly contested Lunara.
Red team on the right, we have Team Awesomesauce, Tribulation playing a new Barak. We have Akash playing Gul'dan, Jama is going to be playing a Malfurion. We have 7-Up Yours playing the Tracer, and we have Sonya being played by Prudentious69.
Okay, so
we're playing hide and go seek in the middle. Teams are hiding in bushes, not really showing. Everyone's afraid of this green triangle right here because you don't know where the other team is and if they're going to come ambush you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So Kael'thas didn't go with Convection again. It's going to be Mana Addict. That's, I think, the safer pick.
Yep. We are going to see the Echo Corruption from Gul'dan.
Ooh, we've got a noob diving in on Blaze. IDK Shrubs is going to back out.
See the rotation in the early game coming out again from Team Awesomesauce. It would have worked versus a squishier hero, but not against Blaze.
And we do have Echo Corruption for Gul'dan.
Already at 5 stacks. Working them stacks. Bruiser camps are now available.
So we've got actually the Lunara laning against Sonya. So Prudentious just kind of playing it safe, staying back at the gate. The one thing I like about the Anub, Tribulation on the Anub, is how aggressive, like, Anub's just diving in on people. Wow.
Ooh, 7-Up Yours, taking too much damage. Recall right back into the arms of Rush B, and they do secure that kill.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that feeling as Tracer when you recall and just realize, oh no.
And you suddenly recall where you were 3 seconds ago,
and it was not
where
in a
you're
good
heading
place.
after that. You're heading back to base.
Yes. All right, so we've got Rush B picking up the top shrine, and Team Awesomesauce is going to pick up the bottom shrine.
Absolutely, Blaze. Blaze is doing what he can down here, doing a little dance, doing a little taunt with Shrubs.
Yeah, so we've got Blaze and KT versus Gul'dan and Malfurion, and now we actually have Greenwall down here on Lucio. So I think Rush B is going to be able to take over this bottom shrine.
Yeah, Rush B is doing a little bit of bullying, doing a 3v2, but here comes Tribulation. Try to even the odds. Shrub's taking a lot of damage. Having to back out, might get caught.
Shrubs!
16 hit points, 0 hit points. But Anubarak drops as well. Jama is running for the gates.
Yeah, Malfurion's on fire. Akash on Gul'dan is getting pretty low as well.
7-Up yours comes in to try to get that kill onto Greenwall, but can't quite get it before Lucio makes it behind the gate. But it is a 3v3. Don't have a tank, though, in the bottom from Team Awesomesauce. And we have Murden down there to try to soak up some of that damage. Murden has to go back to the well and take a little sip.
Yeah, so up in the top, we've got Sonya moving back in on this top shrine, trying to take it from Dominator. Dominator being very stingy, though. Just poisoning her up.
Welcome, Cersei. Thanks for joining us. Yes, 1-1. Oh my, this is the tiebreaker. Best of 3.
Yeah, we are on game 3.
So Sonya's looking on trying to take this top temple from Lunara, but Lunara is not letting Prudentious 69 do it. I think Lunara is actually a pretty good matchup against Sonya.
Yeah,
that range factor, that poison.
Way. Yeah.
It's like musical chairs up there, but we see the siege camp being picked up by Rush B, but we see an engage from Awesomesauce.
Fatlock getting really low. It's gonna pull on Muradin. Tracer, again, a short little recall, but luckily he's able to get out. Look at what Team Awesomesauce is doing to this bottom gate here.
There's a lot more pushing power controlling this bottom lane because you have this booster camp down here. So if you can knock out this gate, push the lane, and then get this bruiser camp, it starts creating a lot of pressure in the bottom lane that's hard to counter.
So Tribulation goes up to help Sonya get the shrine out of Lunara's clutches.
Tracer's channeling. Gonna get interrupted here. Going back for some more. Fatlock, get in there. Stormbolt will keep 7-Up yours off for now, but Greenwall's so low.
Yeah, but slowly getting health back. Yeah, I don't think Tracer's gonna be able to get this, not without some help.
Nope. 3 members of Rush B in the mid.
Oh, and here comes Awesomesauce. Up from the bottom, Akash and Gemma. And here comes Tribulation, who's very scary with that dive. Fatlock timed that jump out perfectly. Unfortunately, Lucio does get caught by the noob and he's gonna fall. But meanwhile, I mean, that game gave Rush B time to pick up both shrines. So while they wait for Lucio to return, they shouldn't be in any danger of giving up Dragon Knight.
Dominator in trouble top lane and does get picked by Sonya and Tracer. That was a good double play.
I think that's what it's going to take for, you know, them to be able to keep Lunara off of that shrine.
Absolutely. I don't think Sonya can do it just by herself unless she times everything perfectly. And the first Dragon Knight is picked up by Team Awesomesauce.
Fatlock is going to fall to Tracer.
10s available now for Team Awesomesauce. They have a level and a quarter advantage.
Alright, tell us what they have chosen.
Gul'dan, Horrify, Tracer, Quantum Spike, Tranquility from Malfurion, Cocoon from Anub, and Leap from Sonya. We're going to see some leaping.
Nice. I love it.
Push is strong. This middle fort is going down and going down quickly.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Yeah, I like how Team Awesomesauce has, you know, heroes in both the other lanes. They're keeping up that soak. They've got a very nice experience advantage now. IDK Shrub so low on Blaze in the back.
Gul'dan has to be careful though, because when that Dragon Knight goes down, he's got to waddle his little orc butt away, and he's not the fastest hero, so he's got to be careful, know when the Dragon Knight's gonna go down, and try not to be caught out on the front line.
Yeah.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Run, Gul'dan.
10 and R right now for Rush B.
Alright, so Rush B's got 10 now. So Thornwood Vine, we've got picked up for Lunara. Sound Barrier, Bunker Drop, Avatar, and Phoenix for Kalthos.
Bruiser Camp, looking to be picked up by Rush B. I think Team Awesomesauce knows they're there.
Yeah, Phoenix used as a zoning tool here. Nuko's diving in, though. We've got Kalthos webbed in the back.
Rush B has got to get out of here, but I don't think they can.
Lucio down.
Murden gets
Lane
out.
running for his life on the Kalthos. IDK Shrubs trying to escape as well. Tracer's all over Blaze.
T Lane now, so much poison damage.
Yeah.
Won't be able to make it out either.
Malfurion comes
Two
up.
kills confirmed.
Moonfires him to death.
Confirmed by Team Awesomesauce. They got those kills. They're going to take this bottom fort. And I think they're going to keep pushing with this camp, or at least pick up this other camp, maybe. They want to get some damage on this bottom keep wall.
The shrines
Yeah.
are gathering power. The
And
dragon
they should be able to do some damage here. They've got one of the towers down. We do have shrines activating in another 15 seconds or so.
I'm glad I got your name right, Gilberto, because it doesn't happen very often. I am the worst. Siege camp picked up by Awesomesauce.
Huge experience lead for Awesomesauce here. I mean, it's not insurmountable for sure.
Right, we're gonna have to see some more kills from Rush B. Right now, they only have 2 against Team Awesomesauce's 9. 9.
Yeah.
IDK Shrubs is in trouble here.
Yeah.
Awesomesauce is rotating. It's unstoppable, but has to drop bunker. Will not make it out of here.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a dead Blaze.
Dead Blaze.
Not ideal timing, but Rush B is going to try to get something done here, and they're going to push in this bottom lane and see if they could possibly get a fourth here.
Yeah, they got to get something, but they got to be careful because they're going to be rotated on by Awesomesauce. And they know it, and they're trying to get out.
Yep.
They're being chased. There's a Sonya leap.
Oh, T-Lane. Just
There goes
gets
KT.
destroyed.
Sonya
Provincius
taking a lot of
getting low,
damage.
yep.
Fatlock is just being stunned.
Oh, that
Tracer
Tracer just
relentless.
will not stop.
Murden drops. Solid 3 level advantage now to Team Awesomesauce.
Charber Tolomanzo, thank you very much for the follow. Hey,
At least one of us got it right. Yeah.
did I? I think I did.
Appreciate all the follows, guys. Thank you so much. All right, IDK Shrubs is in trouble, and the top lane drops bunker again.
Oh no, it's like a replay.
Oh,
No.
it's so tough. So tough with staggered deaths, being down 3 levels. You feel like you have to get one of these points so that the other team doesn't get it, but it just can generate some picks. Awesome rotations by Awesomesauce. Rush B is able to grab the bottom. Keep that Dragon Knight from being all red, but Prudentious 69 is going to grab on it now. Tracer's all ready to pick it up. We see a 3-man front line to protect Tracer from picking it up.
Yeah,
There goes Murden.
Murden down again. We have the Dragon Knight going over to Team Awesomesauce. So let's see what they can get done with this one.
Cocoon and Roots combo onto KT. Very nice. Break it down.
What a
Coming from
beautiful
Lucio, but
fear by Gul'dan. Akash with the perfectly timed fear ensures the kill on Kalthos.
this is definitely gonna be key. Blaze taking so much damage. Getting the boot from the Dragon Knight.
That probably saved his life.
Possibly. KT's back in 7 seconds, but this is quite the push. They're gonna rush B has to defend their bottom keep now from Awesomesauce.
Greenwall in a really awkward position.
Lunara taking a lot of damage. Hippie hops back away. Comes back in though.
Here we have a zoning Phoenix going out. Looks like Team Awesomesauce is happy taking down 2 keeps. And they're going to go ahead and back out. And
they got what they came for, but they have an astounding 4-level lead.
yeah, that is going to be very difficult for Rush B to overcome. I mean, now they've got 2 keeps down. They're going to have those lanes pushing in.
There goes Blaze, and this Bruiser camp's going to be picked up.
Stealing the Bruiser camp.
Gul'dan is putting out huge numbers. He's got 56k 1,000 damage already. It's almost double what Lunar has at 29.
That is a lot.
An early stack Gul'dan can put out some huge numbers. A lot of siege damage as well, 151k. So now we're back into a situation where Awesomesauce is going to try to paint the map.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to do. That they're going to wait for the objective. They're going to grab some of these camps and look to 20. But they can take a fight at any time if they so choose.
Yeah, I mean, but definitely.
But they don't, and that's the safe play. They don't have to. They have to keep down in the middle and in the bottom. The pressure is just going to keep building. All they have to do is wait, pick up free camps when they want to, and just let the lanes create the pressure until the next objective comes in, and then they can just walk on in.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're just getting camp after camp. They're going to send these camps marching up the lanes and basically force Rush B into a situation where they really can't do anything to defend the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, there's this double camp pressure bottom is really going to give them a lot of spell protection and a lot of just siege push. They might just choose this to end. They can see that Blaze is top defending that camp. They get a pick here on Rush B. This could be disastrous.
Yeah, it's critical that Rush B not lose anybody here. Absolutely critical.
Breaking it down. Sonya leaping in. Fear coming out. KT dropping. As well as Nara.
I think this is
there
it.
Goes Murden. This is game. Well,
wow.
Well played. Well played by Team Awesomesauce.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Very well done.
Great performance, but well fought by Rush B in this game 3.
All right, so Team Awesomesauce is going to take the series and move on to the grand finals where they'll face Married with Children. Great series, though. I mean, it went all 3 games. I mean, it's hard to beat that, right?
Oh yeah, that was we wanted 3 games, we got 3 games. It was well fought, and it looks like the Lunara chain has been broken.
Yeah, she was perfect in the series until now. But look at I mean, she did a great job putting out damage. But Gul'dan, man,
and Tracer was relentless.
Yeah, 9
chasing
kills
down
for Tracer. She was just, and it surprised me how many times they were able to take out Muradin. You know, Muradin's such a stocky, tough,
easy now.
tough guy.
No dwarf shaming. No dwarf shaming. No, I agree. But really, when you have the mobility of Tracer, it doesn't matter how far he jumps. You can jump 3 times further, and you can catch up with him, and you can finish him off. Also, you have a leaping Sonya. Yeah. Sonya can jump forward as well. You have a diving and a new Barak. Murden, if he tries to escape, there's counters by Team Awesomesauce to go and actually lock him down and not let him get out after all.
Yeah, and we've got 20 kills to 2. I mean, that's rough.
Yep,
so,
Awesomesauce grabbed the lead early on and held on to it. Did a very good job of not getting sloppy. They pushed with all the opportunities they had. All the downtime was used picking up camps. Very solid play from Team Awesomesauce.
Yeah, for sure.
On this map.
Well deserved. Well, hard fought by both teams. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
I am going to see if we could get. It looks like we're going to get a couple members for Team Awesomesauce for the interview. So why don't we go ahead and hop up to lobby 1. All right, so I'm told we're going to get 2 members of Team Awesome Sauce. Which 2? I don't know. It's a mystery.
We will find out shortly, I believe. Hello.
Hello, Prudentious. Uh-oh.
Give me
Oh, I
give
can
my
hear you now.
counterpart. Give my counterpart a moment as he word.
Okay. No problem.
We summon you. We summon you. Come into our channel.
So going
Mr.
in,
Moist
going
Moisten-
into chat, we've got dominant finish, well played games, coming from Cersei.
Mr. Weenus, you did read our request that we request a Darth Revan mask in the future from you.
Darth Revan. Yes, that would be very relevant.
Yes.
All right, so it looks like we've got Prudentious and Gemma coming in for Team Awesome Sauce. First of all, congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
We knew his name's a fan favorite of you guys.
It's fun to say. It's fun to say.
Live loud, Jimmer.
Gemma!
Is that related at all, or is it's probably not? Right? It
To
can't be
Timma?
related.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
to Timma.
it's completely related. It's what I took it from.
Oh, fantastic! That's great. I love it even more.
All right, so very hard fought series that went to all 3 games. How are you guys feeling right now?
He felt very good.
Yeah, we were feeling pretty confident after our first set, but this time around I think we definitely had a little bit more trouble, but I think it was still a pretty good set of games.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. First map, Spider Queen. Tell us a little bit about what happened there. Like, did you get the heroes you wanted in the draft? Kind of walk us through a little bit that game.
Yeah, so that one I think really we had issues with our team comp. We felt like we were outdrafted there. We didn't really have a whole lot of cohesion in our team comp, especially against what they had drafted. I think they had the Malfail and they also had Lunara, I think, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Right.
yeah, that was pretty much just eating through our garage. We couldn't really get a good engage, and most of the team fights just ended up being 4 vs 5s after our tank died to that crazy burst. So
Yeah, I mean, it was an understatement for me when I said that Lunara was going to be hotly contested again by both of you guys. I mean, the teams when you had the choice, you all chose first pick. Was that, you guys just wanted the Lunara? Was that kind of the goal with taking the first pick over the map choice?
No, that's what we got handed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
for
we were
2
like,
games,
okay.
yeah.
well, yeah, for the first and the third. I think there was definitely some power picks that was probably the reason why everyone wanted the first pick over map choice. Yeah, Lunara was definitely up there, but we also had kind of draft strategies based around what our first pick would be. So that was pretty important to us, more so than the map that we chose. So
We were actually laughing because there were several times where we would look at them and we noticed that they're stalling, and we were like, we bet you they're thinking what we're thinking right now, and they're trying to figure out how to counter our counter to counter.
Because I know that you know that I know that you know that you know that I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we were laughing. We
That
bet
was
you that's
funny.
what's happening right now, like for both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
Absolutely.
seemed like in all the drafts, both teams picked like the first couple picks like super, super fast, and then things slowed down a lot as you guys kind of were reacting to each other's draft picks.
yeah, I think definitely both teams' drafts were pretty reactionary, and I don't know. I didn't feel like there was any terrible drafts outside of probably our draft in the first game, and maybe their draft in the second game was a little tank heavy, but yeah, I thought most of the drafting was pretty good on both sides.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see you guys going back and forth, and Lunara going at the very top constantly was really interesting, and we could definitely see why. Both teams played her really well.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because when I went top, I was just like, usually my team members can hear me kind of like going like da 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 da, like a joyful what is it? Little Red Robin, skipping up there, and I'm just like, I'm just going up there with, minding my business, and then I walk up, and I'm just like, what? And the blue cheese hell, there's a Lunara top.
Yeah, the
I ran into
Lunara
that.
was doing really well up there against you too for a while. It seemed like.
Oh yeah, I sat there and I was like, I'm just gonna respect the Lunara, but I sat there and I was like, there will be a point in time where I will do my, I wish Cersei was here, where I was like, I will do my exactly. I was like, it will happen, which it did twice, and I was laughing about it because I was like, it's okay, I'm patient, I'll wait.
Yeah.
This is where the people joke in Dungeons and Dragons, Little Red Riding Hood went and swolled up and then, beat up the NPC later.
Right. So how were you guys feeling after, you dropped the first game and, what did you do to kind of recenter yourselves and, get yourselves in a position where you could, come in and take the next two?
I think we were pretty relaxed throughout the whole set. Like we kind of come in this kind of like match, this entire league really to just have fun. So we're not. I mean, we're competitive, but I don't think any of us were like dreading getting swept. We kind of just kept our cool. I think honestly, Tribulation's pick of the stitches in the second game kind of was surprisingly effective, and that really helped our team's morale as well.
Yeah, I felt like as soon as that Stitches pick came out, that's kind of what possibly forced Rush B onto that second tank because they were concerned about, the two mages that they had picked up, getting hooked. And what it seemed to end up doing is it just made it so they just didn't quite have enough finishing power to take you guys down.
Yeah, I think I did like maybe half of Lucio's healing that second game because there wasn't really a whole lot of damage going on. Most of the fights were just kind of 4 versus 5s because we started them after picks by the stitches. So it was one of those games where things just kind of worked out in our favor.
Yeah, and then you were able to really use the Dahaka to your advantage in that second game as well.
Yeah, that's why I sat there and I was like, hey, I went isolation first when I played the Hawk, and I was like, gotta dust off the old, isolation. But we were actually also curious too because we were kind of like, let's see what happens, but let's still play the way we know. And so it definitely was a curveball, but that just made it more fun for us, because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, good, we're not going against a cookie cutter meta. I mean, if you look at most of the matches, there's no cookie cutter picks on either side. Mm-hmm. And that's what we actually get a kick from. As Jimmy knows, I was like, all right, I'm ready to heal with my murky tuna fish. I was like, you gotta bring him out.
Weenus, do you have any additional questions before we start talking about Game 3?
Well, I have a question for after Game 3, so you can bring me in after. If you don't mind.
And also, before we go on, I also want to thank Felindrith, who is my producer and observer for the match. Thank you, Felindrith.
Oh, most of them.
I know. Yeah. You had a little
we saw you dropped, and we were like, wait, is that one of their people? Should we hit pause? It's Felindrith. We don't have time. Keep playing.
Yeah. That was wow. I mean, the router just completely crapped out, I think, and then my connection got reset. He doesn't let me reconnect. I'm like, well, guess I'm watching this. So. I think I just said Weenus take the wheel, and then
Weenus take the wheel.
But yeah, actually, I did. Well, I did want to.
My router just died.
I did want to ask actually about Game 1.
Okay, go for it.
So the letting Alex through, was that just you guys? You know that they like Alex a lot. It clearly was a problem in the first game, but was that just something you wanted to kind of feel the waters on and see if it was actually a problem like you remembered, or that just?
I think it kind of was. We knew that they really were pretty solid on Alex and that they prioritize it a lot, but we didn't realize that it was. It ended up being probably the most important ban of ours because it seemed like their backup was Lucio if they didn't get Alex, and we didn't feel like not to say that the Lucio wasn't effective, but we weren't really scared of that pick, so we did kind of learn that after the first game, after giving it up when we kind of got smashed by it. So.
Yeah, oh my god, that boss fight in Game 1. I thought you guys had the boss no problem, and then all of a sudden Alex Rasa goes into dragon form and just starts burning everyone alive.
Yeah, that was, I think I mean, as a team, we decided on that call, but in the end, I think we all kind of agreed that that call kind of lost us the game as well. I think we probably could have just turned in all the spider orbs or whatever the hell they're called. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, but
Gems.
hindsight's 2020, and you guys, it was close. I mean, even still, if you had just been a hair quicker, on down in that boss, you would have been fine.
Yeah, and I
Good
think
thing, because it only enraged me when I saw the Alexstrasza nuking me on my Sonya, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get you. I was like, not right now, but I'm gonna get you.
Maybe not right here, right now, but someday soon.
Herman, because it's one of those things where, like you guys were pointing out, it did, confuse us, because at the same time I sat there and I was like, I'm in the outskirts of Sonya. I was like, and she's nuking me. I'm like, there's a group over there of people, nuke her. And I was just like, oh, it's more pressure for me. But it definitely was a good play on the Alexstrasza. For game one, I definitely give the MVP to Alexstrasza. There was multiple plays where I sat there and I was just like, she's out of reach, perfect, situation of just zoning between bodies and all that. Even trying to toss in leap sometimes. Then I felt silly because I was like, I'm missing my stuns on her when she's transforming into a dragon and all that. But, it's one of those things where we just sat there and we learned from it. It's a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So now let's get to game 3. Because game 3, we were super excited. It was, everything that's happened has come down to this one game. So you guys ended up on Dragonshire. Is that a map that you guys play a lot? Very comfortable on, I assume?
honestly, when it comes to maps, we kind of don't really favor or hate any of them. I mean, we have certain maps that we're probably better at statistically, but I mean, yeah, I think Dragonshire is up there with a lot of our other top map picks, but it's not necessarily our favorite.
Right. So, did you get pretty much the heroes you were looking for there, or did Rush B end up banning a couple that you really wanted?
At that juncture, I don't think we were really looking to want anything. We were just kind of like, let's just play to counter them. You know, our mentality had completely changed. Rather than, from like Kami was saying, you know, game one, we had a set strategy based on picks and all that. We kind of just threw that out the window. All right, time for chaos picks. Best way to go about it.
Yeah. What do you think it was in game 3 that ended up giving you guys the edge? Was it the camp pressure? Was it your rotations? What do you feel kind of pushed you guys over the top?
I think we were a step ahead on some rotations. I think there was some times when we were able to soak bot and they couldn't even get down to bot before we made it back to mid. I think we had a pretty solid, like Gul'dan, Malfurion can blast through a wave pretty quickly, and we could even, like, I think at one point we even left somebody mid while we soaked bot and came back. But yeah, I think we were ahead on rotations. I think everyone just kind of played, you know, well, we had warmed up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a little biased and just put it all in that awesome Sonya triple lane soaking skills I saw, whoever that person was.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was kind of invisible, to be honest. I don't really remember much out of that Sonya pick, but I think everyone else did pretty good.
I love the Jibs back.
Best kind of player. It's what we do. Me and Jim have always done that. But I mean, you know, that's something we always say, and like, you know, everyone's always been saying it's fun. You know, we tease each other. You know, like I'm known for, you know, Jimmy's my counter and I'm the counter to Suki, and then Suki is the counter to Funk Panda, and you know, it just goes on and on. But that's also what makes the games interesting for us, because we're just sitting in there bantering all night.
Nice. Well, it's cool to hear that you guys are having a good time out there. You're not getting like too stressed about it or anything. Do Wayness or Felindrith, do you guys have any more questions for these guys?
I have a question. So you guys are going up against Married with Children. How does that make you feel? What is that going to look like between now and when you schedule your game? And is there anything that you're looking out for in particular?
Our official stance is we are terrified of Al Bundy.
All right.
Those 3 touchdowns, you know, in high school, you gotta respect the man.
All right.
I think the games are actually either tomorrow or Wednesday. Is that what's
That's what I heard. Yeah.
It's coming up soon. I guess
Yeah.
you guys are, if you haven't decided, you're going to be deciding very shortly.
Yeah,
we're excited.
Nice.
And by hit the books, we mean the rest of us sleep.
Right. You got to party right now, get your sleep in, and then be fresh for whenever your next games are.
Yeah, well, you guys are looking really strong, so I'm sure that you'll represent the West extremely well.
The West took it in Division B. If we could get it in Division C too, that would be awesome. But I hear Married with Children, they ain't no joke. So I'm sure it's going to be a good set of games, regardless of who wears the crown.
For sure. Well, whatever happens, congratulations on making it this far, Team Awesome Sauce.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any shout-outs or any last comments?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to Funk Panda, who's probably about 6 or 7 beers in right now on a Monday night. Thanks for showing up. I think that's... Oh, and the Holy Grawl, who I don't even know if he's streaming anymore, but he's out there. Check out his Twitch channel.
Nice.
Also, to Funk Panda, stop dating those protesting females. Just trying to help out, buddy. Just trying to help you out.
I feel like there's a story there.
You'll have to tell us about that one later.
Story tonight, dating some random protester. Just like we just shrug our heads and we're like, we accept you as you are. That's all we can say.
Does she just argue with everything? You're like, hey, maybe we should have pizza tonight. She's like, I protest this pizza. No. You're like, all right, well, maybe you should come up with an idea.
Oh, that's funny.
Not that kind of protester.
I don't think we want to know.
Very good. All right, you heard it here.
We hear his disgruntledness daily, and we're just kind of like, no.
Kind of sick of it? Yeah.
Oh, that's
All
funny.
right.
All right,
Good
well, again, congratulations, you guys, and best of luck in the grand finals versus Married with Children. We will all definitely be tuning in to check that match out.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck, and enjoy celebrating a little tonight.
For sure. Thanks, buddies.
Bye.
Math. We're looking at
Bye.
you, buddy. Bye.
You got to get that mask, Weenus.
I do. I really do.
All right, well,
It's on the list.
for us here, that's pretty close to wrapping it up. But first, Weenus, where can people find more of you? Because I know everybody wants more of that.
I don't know about that, but you can find me in the park after midnight going through the recycle bins, getting Coke cans, and taking them to the recycling center so that I can pay for my internet bills. I'm just kidding.
Awesome.
I have a job. It's kind of sad, but people can find me on Twitter at MoistWeenus. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MoistWeenus. And you can find me in the NGS Discord getting slapped on the wrist for being a little too spicy, but that those the places I'll be.
Valandrith, how about you, buddy?
This is pretty accurate. It is. Yeah, I mean, you can find me on the internet when it's working at Valandrith, basically everywhere, which includes Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Yeah. Also, thanks to Minus for taking the wheel after like everything died, and I couldn't
Honestly,
come back.
I didn't know I had it, so I probably
actually
forgot
kind of,
some stuff.
I
and I was like,
accidentally, I
I
actually
think you both.
rested
I think
my
I
brains
messaged.
back
I think I messaged both of you, being like, "All right, internet's dead. Take the wheel."
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
Thanks for covering, guys.
No problemo. And again, Valandrith, thank you so much for producing and observing. Your skills are definitely appreciated. And
Thanks.
Weenus, thank you as usual for being my partner in crime and joining me in co-casting tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me. Where can people find you, Swing?
Oh, me! Yes! At SwingTime Gaming on Twitter, and here on Twitch, I'm at twitch.tv/SwingTime. Also, thank you to NGS and all the teams and the admins and the wonderful community there. It's been such a great season. And also, everybody watching on Twitch, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you coming out to support us and NGS and these two teams that really fought hard and gave us a very exciting 3-game series. So with that, heartsies. With that, I think we are going to call it a night. Thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening.